Hey guys, this is a transportation buoyancy elevator for a mountain using a tube filled with fluids with a sphere or many spheres with gases inside for buoyancy to float upward freely. Like for example, uh, this sphere has uh, gases. In this case, let's pretend it's air inside the yellow color, and the sphere is metallic, and it's got a ballast system just like the submarines. So pretty much in this case, it floats upward because of buoyancy, and it could actually carry a lot of cargo up in a mountain. It can go straight up, or it could be swirling as long as there's an elevation going toward upward direction. In this case, it's a straight angle, and the elevator goes up. It doesn't take much energy. It takes a very minimum amount of energy to fill the ballast cylinder with gases or air to make it float, create a buoyancy to make it go upward. Once it's filled with the air or gases for buoyancy, it can go non-stop all the way up until it reaches the point necessary. But it can create a buoyancy for miles and miles, and it can go all the way up, and it can create people, cargo, heavy equipment up in a mountain. And it doesn't take a lot of energy uh, because if you know when it floats, it floats. It always non-stop floats upward, and depending on how large the floater is, or in this case a sphere, so much cargo it can carry or people. It can go up all the way to the mountain, and once it goes up here, it could the ballast system is just like the submarines. It could adjust it or release some air, and then it can go downward. And here you can use a braking system just to brake yourself downward. Now the point is, the sphere is magnetic, so on the side you get a magnet attached to it and a rail system. So the magnet is pretty much following the sphere. That's how it's going upward. It could be any other technology wise, but I'm just for beginners. It's just a metallic sphere going upwards, and you get a magnet following the metal of the sphere. So as the sphere goes up, the metal obviously follows it, going upward. This is pretty interesting because it doesn't take a lot of energy to move merchandise uh, going upward in higher elevation. So this actually works for moving people, uh, cargo, and stuff in upward direction where there's a elevation incline. And this is pretty interesting because it doesn't take much energy. Um, there you go, folks. Pretty interesting. A cool concept of transportation using buoyancy for people and cargo. More or less like an elevator, but it's more for transportation purposes. There you go, guys.